Hey everyone, happy Wellness Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about oils and mood. So I chose this topic like most of the topics I choose because it's something that's really relevant for me and for my family at the moment. I think, we're halfway through term 4, we're almost at the end of the year, we're all tired, tempers are fraying, we're losing patience. So this is the perfect time to be talking about how to manage your mood in a more healthy way. So as you jump on, please say hello. If you're watching the replay, please type replay and let me know. I'd love to know who's watching. And there's a cheat sheet. If you haven't seen that already, you can click the link in the post just above the video or below the video. Facebook keeps changing things. You'll see the link and just grab that. It's just a bit.ly link. And so this is your pretty cheat sheet here. So we're going to be focusing on the mood management kit. There are a couple of other oils that I'll be talking about, but we don't need to reinvent the wheel here because doTERRA has done an amazing thing putting this kit together. So when we're talking about mood, so we're talking, a good mood or a bad mood. We're talking feeling up or feeling down. And all of those swings are completely normal. It's not normal to feel happy and positive and upbeat every minute of every day, all the time. But we don't want to get stuck in a negative place. And I think it's really easy for a bad mood to spiral downwards. So I've experienced this personally. When you're feeling a bit low, when things aren't going your way, it's easy for that to kind of build and build and build, and before you know it, you're feeling really, really down, and chances are you're affecting all the people around you as well. So as a mum, I feel, I guess to a certain extent, that it's not that I need to be on and happy all the time, but I need to have a way to manage my emotions. I need to have a healthy way to deal with stress, a healthy way to manage my mood, and to show my kids a healthy way to manage their moods as well. So if they're feeling sad or happy or excited or overwhelmed or anxious or whatever it happens to be, teaching them that they can feel those feelings, that it's totally normal to have those feelings, and then finding a healthy way to manage them so that they don't become out of control. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So the great news is with the oils is that they are really the fastest way to reset your mood. So when you're breathing in these beautiful aromas, they hit the receptors at the back of your nose, they go straight to the limbic system in the brain, and this is the emotional center of the brain. It's this part that unlocks an area of the brain called the amygdala. This is the area of the brain that controls emotions and blood pressure and heart rate and all of the things that, when we're feeling stressed and busy and overwhelmed and anxious, we feel it in our body. So when we're talking about mood, it's not just the emotional stuff. So we might feel stressed, overwhelmed, exhausted, apathetic, hopeless, discouraged, all of those emotions. But we can also feel them physically in our bodies as well. We might feel headaches or brain fog or fatigue. We might be getting physical tension in our neck. We might be getting lower back pain. We might not be sleeping. Our energy would be really low. So mood is not just having a bad day and feeling a bit down. It can really affect everything. So what we want to do with the oils is find a way to incorporate them during your day, perhaps from the first moment that you wake up. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But using them consistently throughout your day, having an attitude of prevention, knowing when to reach for them, knowing what to do when you reach for them, knowing which oils to reach for at which time, and interrupting that mood, interrupting that downward spiral, and snapping yourself back as soon as you can. So feeling the feelings, letting them go. So a little bit of background. So 2016 was probably a particularly bad year for me. So for me, my health, my energy and my mood are very, very closely linked. So I have chronic fatigue, and for me, when I do get that fatigue, it's not very long after that when I start to mentally feel that fatigue as well, and that's the point that I'm trying to stop getting into. So I'm noticing when I'm feeling tired, I'm doing all the things that I need to do so that I don't get that mental exhaustion as well, because that's much harder to pull myself out of. So in 2016, I was having a really rough time. I was really, really stressed. 3 kids, studying. We'd I can't even remember, there was a whole lot of stuff and it all just felt really, really heavy, as I'm sure lots of you can relate to. Life can feel really heavy sometimes. Sorry, there's a fly buzzing around my head, just ignore that, I can see it on the screen too. Everything was feeling really, really heavy. I ended up at the GP, he prescribed Valium, which I never took. It was that point though that I realised I had to actually do something. It was up to me. I was feeling myself spiralling. I was exhausted, stressed, overwhelmed, snapping at the kids, not sleeping properly, no energy, just feeling like crap. It was time to do something about it. And it was that time that I started searching for things. I started looking to see what was around, what my options were, started looking more into the oils, but didn't take the plunge for another 8 months at least after that. I got it into meditation. I found a little 5-minute meditation that I started doing every morning as soon as I woke up, and that really changed things for me. So meditation was huge, and meditation doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged on a cushion for an hour chanting. Meditation can literally be 5 minutes with your headphones in, eyes shut, breathing, as few distractions as possible. That can be all it is. So that was the start for me. Not long after that I found the oils, and that really was a game changer for me. So I bought them mainly for my son. It's the main reason I bought my Home Essentials kit, but I found very, very quickly that using the oils helped me better manage stress. So we were having some issues with his behaviour. There was a lot of stuff going on. He was coming to the end of prep. It was, things were a mess at home. That was another reason I was so stressed. Having the oils helped me feel calmer, no matter what was going on with him, helped me deal with all the stress. So the situation didn't change, but my reaction to the stress changed. And that's what the oils can do for you. So we're talking about today getting proactive, knowing what your triggers are. That's another big thing. If it's hormonal, if you start to feel a bad mood, those mood swings are totally normal, really common. But if you're starting to feel that, then being aware of that and taking steps. So knowing when to use your Claricalm ahead of time, knowing it's the week before your period's due, make sure you've got the Claricalm with you to get on you a couple of times a day. If there's a particular time of year that's really stressful for you, chances are we're coming into it now. Coming into Christmas, I think there's like 6 or 7 weeks left until Christmas. This is the time when everything can start to get a bit crazy and on top of you. So this is the time to be thinking about grabbing your oils, having a routine, knowing when to include them in your day. So we are going to focus on the mood management kit, like I said, because they are a beautiful collection of oils and there is something to support you at every point during the day. So if you've got your cheat sheet, you'll see all of this on there. So we will start with beautiful Balance. We use Balance in my house all the time, and I seem to have colour coordinated my shirt and my Balance bottle. Probably not a coincidence. So Balance is our grounding blend. So this is a blend of tree and root oils. So if you think about the symbolism of that, if you're thinking of these beautiful tall trees in the forest that are so strongly anchored and rooted into the earth, this is what Balance is going to be doing for you. So if you're feeling all up in your head, really scattery, really busy, mind racing, that sort of thing, Balance is the oil that you want to reach for. So if that's something that you deal with on a regular basis, Balance might be one that you'd want to incorporate every single day rather than leaving it until you're feeling really stressed and overwhelmed and then turning to it. So you might like to have this one next to your bed. So if you jump out of bed and get straight in the shower, you'd put it on after your shower. If, like me, you get up, do a whole lot of stuff before you grab a shower 5 minutes before you run out the door, then you'd get your Balance on you straight away. So you might like to put it on the soles of your feet. You can put it on your pulse points. You can wear it as your perfume. It's a really unisex aroma. It's not, sweet and floral and feminine. It's very neutral. So a lot of guys like to use this as their cologne as well. And that's another thing when we're thinking about mood. The toxins in our perfumes, our body sprays, our personal care products, it's not just our hormones that they're going to play havoc with, it's also our mood. So if you're someone who's struggling in terms of mood, then you might want to look more closely at the ingredients that are in your products and maybe make a switch. So I highly recommend, if you're still wearing perfume, to ditch the perfume first of all, because we have so many beautiful options with the oils and you can create your own signature scent and choose oils that support your mood, that are going to support you, whatever you've got going on that particular day. or just reach for your balance. It's my number one oil. This is the oil that gets my 9-year-old out the door to school every single morning. This is an oil that I use before I do all of my classes. Public speaking is not my favorite thing. Really stresses me out. I do it because I feel called to do it, because I have a lot to share, and I know that I'm going to be changing people's lives with these oils and the information that I've got for them. But it doesn't come naturally, and I do get really anxious about it. So balance is an oil that I use every single day. So when you're thinking about calming, grounding, soothing, reducing stress, and again being proactive with that, getting that oil on you every single day is really important. So that's balance to start with. So when we're talking about feeling up or feeling down, 2 of the oils in the mood management kit are to lift you up if you're feeling really down, and 2 of the oils are to support positivity, energy, enthusiasm, confidence, those sorts of things. So they're already kind of categorized for you, so it's really easy to pick an oil. So in terms of oils that you would use to calm and ground you, the other one in the kit is Lavender Peace. So this is Serenity in the US, calming blend. Amazing. If you have kids, you need Lavender Peace. Simple as that. So lavender's amazing. Lavender Peace just takes it to the next level. There are a lot of other oils in here, things like vetiver and marjoram, all of these oils that really support our nervous system. So balance and Lavender Peace together, amazing, life-changing. So if you've got stress in your life, if you're not sleeping, if you have children who are throwing tantrums, Lavender Peace, absolutely Lavender Peace. So this is one that you can diffuse as well. So with balance, I tend not to diffuse it very often because it is already diluted with coconut oil. You just get it straight on your skin. Lavender Peace, you want to diffuse and get on your body. So this is a regular for our house after dinner. So I don't know if it's every household, it probably is, but for my house, my kids, after dinner, they all go completely insane. So it's like a little switch gets turned and suddenly they eat dinner and then they just like, wah, and they're running around, you know, dashing outside to go and jump on the trampoline when it's bedtime. So that happens a lot at our place. So I try, again, being proactive, trying to get, you know, routines in place that everybody knows that after dinner, the diffuser goes on, we get the Lavender Peace on, this is our routine, this is what we're doing when we're winding ourselves down for bed. And if nothing else, it helps us as parents stay calm when all hell is breaking loose at home. So yeah, Lavender Peace. If you've got kids, you need Lavender Peace without question. So this is, again, so diffusing it, might like to have this in a roller as well. So for your kids or for yourself, this is one that you can have in a nighttime roller blend. Again, for kids, I recommend doing both. I found both is the most effective way to get the oils on them. You want them on their body and in their room for them to breathe in. And you could even triple dose it and make a pillow spray and spray it as well. Depends. Yes, absolutely, Cassie, it is. It's a bit of a nightmare at times, honestly. So yeah, get all the help you can. If you smother yourself in the oils, get a routine going. Yeah, Lavender Peace. Everyone needs Lavender Peace. So those are our sort of calming, grounding, calm the farm blends. That's Lavender Peace and Balance. So together, Lavender Peace plus Balance is known as Liquid Calm. This is one that I've used on my kids many, many times if someone's having a meltdown. My 7-year-old in particular struggles with that. He finds it really hard to self-regulate and doesn't deal too well with change. Lavender Peace and Balance together in a roller. Sometimes I switch it up and I've got other oils, but those two I always just come back to. If you're someone who struggles at night with sleep, if your mind is racing, Lavender Peace and Balance together is a really great place to start. Diffuse them, get them in a roller ball, put them on the bottom of your feet, back of your neck, your chest, your wrists, just smother yourself in them, breathe them in, and just feel that tension drift away. It is a little bit of a process. You're basically retraining your brain. So if it's a sleep issue, I know we're not talking about sleep today, but if it's a sleep issue and it's that racing mind, you need to retrain your brain. So these aromas will do that. You'll be able to retrain your brain. After a few nights, you'll start to see that as soon as you smell that, you feel that tension start to go and your mind starts to go, oh, all right, now's the time we're meant to be kind of switching off and going to sleep. Okay, so in terms of oils that really lift us up, There are two in the kit, so we've got Elevation and Citrus Bliss. So we'll talk Elevation first of all, and you can see by how little is left in the bottle, this is one I use a lot. So not all of my kids are morning people. My husband's not a morning person. I like to get up early. I actually get up early on purpose so that I'm up and I have a little bit of quiet time before anyone else gets up. So I will very often be up at like 4:45 and the house is quiet and I can have a cup of tea and I can turn on the diffuser and I can do a couple of jobs without being interrupted. And that time is gold. Like that is, if I start my day like that, my day goes really, really smoothly. And one of the oils that I get on to help me, but also to help the rest of the family wake up in a positive frame of mind, is Elevation. So this is our joyful blend. It's amazing on its own, really amazing on its own, but I tend to give it a bit of a boost. My morning blend is usually Elevation and Peppermint. So that's the thing that I get on in the morning pretty much as soon as I get up, and so then it's got time to kind of drift all around the house and up the stairs, and it is amazing the difference that it makes. So when I forget to do that, if I've gotten busy and I've had my cup of tea and I haven't turned on the diffuser, I notice the difference in the rest of the family. Not so much for me because I'm calm, I've had my cup of tea and my quiet time, but for everybody else, if there's no oils on in the morning, those are the mornings that kind of go to pieces. So get the oils on first thing. If your kids wake up grumpy, get the oils on before they even wake up. So if you can sneak into their room and put some in a diffuser in their room, go for it. I can't, they'd hear me and wake up. Get it somewhere like central in your home so that it wafts all around the place and they start to smell it even before they wake up. Works really, really well. So Elevation on its own or Elevation and Peppermint, again, really uplifting, promotes energy and confidence and positivity. So it's not called the Joyful Blend for nothing. We love Elevation at our place. So good. Okay, and just actually coming back to blends that you can do with Elevation. So Elevation and Peppermint is my favourite. If you are someone who deals with low mood on a consistent basis, if this is something that is your struggle, if low mood is your struggle, then again you want to be really consistent when you're using this, and a great combination is Elevation and Basil. So a friend of mine shared that with me. I was a bit like, that's odd, but it works. It smells really good, quite herbal, does change the smell of the Elevation, but it really, really works. So get it in the diffuser, mix it up in a roller blend, get it sort of probably up somewhere high, like on the bones behind your ears, back of the neck. Elevation and Basil, amazing combination. So the last oil in the kit, of course, is Citrus Bliss. I've never met anyone who didn't like Citrus Bliss. So this is a blend of a number of citrus oils plus vanilla. So it's really sweet, it's really fresh, really uplifting. This is the invigorating blend. So again, reducing stress, uplifting mood, helping to give you energy and confidence, promoting a positive mood, cleansing and refreshing the air, the environment, your house. Amazing. So if things are starting to go slightly downhill, this is a great one to get on. So very often during the day, it'll be Citrus Bliss that I'm going to be diffusing. Citrus Bliss and Spearmint is a really beautiful, uplifting combination. I do that a lot for my classes, and I do it a lot for my kids as well, especially on the weekend. So late morning, early afternoon, you'll often find Citrus Bliss and Spearmint on. So very often, if you come to our house, that is what it will smell like. It'll smell like Citrus Bliss and Spearmint. So this is one that you would diffuse during the day or any time that you need a lift. So if you're going to incorporate the kit, all of the oils in the kit on a daily basis, it would look something like getting your balance on you first thing in the morning or wearing it as your perfume all day. It would look like Elevation, either on its own or with some peppermint or together with Citrus Bliss in the diffuser for the morning. So to get everybody up and awake, happy, feeling good, ready for the day. During the day, you might want to keep those kind of positive vibes going and have Citrus Bliss diffusing during the day on its own with some peppermint or some spearmint. And then as you come to the end of the day, when you're winding everybody down, that's when you turn to Lavender Peace or Serenity. So you're going to be calming, soothing, easing the stress and tension from the day, heading in the right direction towards winding everyone down and promoting really restful sleep. So you can see from that they really have thought of everything in terms of the kit. So in terms of single oils, there are a few things I would say. First of all, I would pick an oil that makes you feel good. So you might love the smell of cedarwood. I don't particularly. It's a great oil for sleep, but it's not one that I grab and smell and go, oh my God, cedarwood's so good. But if that's the oil that you love, then if you're feeling in a bad mood, then you reach for something that you love. For most people, for a lot of people, it's going to be citrus. So wild orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lime. There are so many beautiful options. The new green mandarin, if you haven't tried that yet, is amazing. So good. Red mandarin as well. The beautiful citrus oils from the US, the kumquat, clementine. What was the other one? Mental blank. Anything citrus is going to uplift your mood. Even just lemon. Good old lemon from the Home Essentials kit. Amazing for cutting through negativity, for refreshing your energy, your mood, your mind. So reach for an oil that makes you feel good. So whatever else is going on, reach for something that makes you feel good. The next point is to, again, think about what triggers you. If you know there are certain points, certain times in the day where you feel a bit low, if you feel your energy draining, it could be 3 o'clock, right when you're going to pick up your kids. So maybe you reach for wild orange and peppermint at that time every single day without fail, and you feel your energy and your mood lift, and that gives you enough to go on with as you're picking up your kids and not knowing what you're going to expect, not knowing what to expect when you get your kids, what sort of mood they're going to be in. When I pick up my kids, so I said before that balance helps me get out the door. It also helps in the afternoon as well. So my eldest at the moment is so grumpy. He's 9.5. I think we're kind of heading into the tween hormonal mood swing kind of years, and I never know what sort of mood he's going to be in when I get home. They're all hungry, always starving, so that doesn't help. But balance and wild orange. So we have a car diffuser. I was just using the little clip-on ones. You can get them on eBay really, really cheaply. Start with that. The car diffuser from the US is fantastic. So I've been using that as well with the citrus oils in it, and it's working really, really well. Yes, I have my 5-year-old home with me today. Can you go finish doing what you're doing, please, darling? Yeah. Yeah, I can't look at that now.
It's that one.
Okay, off you go. There goes my train of thought. It's always fun on a Wednesday when he's home trying to do this and concentrate. Yes, so after school, balance, wild orange. So if you have sort of tween and teen daughters and you're in that kind of mood swing age, Claricalm is going to be your best friend. So remember that Claricalm is in a roller, but it's not diluted. So you want to quite heavily dilute that for young girls. Amazing for mood, for stabilizing mood if it's hormonally based. For boys, there isn't an exact companion oil. There's no emotional hormonal balance oil for men, which I think there should be. There really should be. But balance and wild orange is the closest that I've come to with my boys. That's been working really, really well. So like I said, get it in the car diffuser, have it in a roller, just make that when they jump in the car in the afternoon, that is what they smell. My goal every afternoon is just to get everyone home without any tears. So balance and wild orange is helping me do that. It's really, really important. Along with some peppermint on my nose to give me some energy to get through the rest of the afternoon. So I'd love to know if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment. If you're getting value from this class, please give it a like. Share it out to anyone who needs a bit of a boost, who needs to know about the mood management oils. Make sure you grab your little cheat sheet that I've made up, stick it on the fridge so you can remember, just remind you. That's a key point, I think, is to have the oils where you need them. So if they're tucked in a room upstairs and you live your life downstairs, they're not going to be much help for you. So have them ready. If you know your triggers, you know the time of the day when you're going to need them, have them ready. Have the rollerball made up. And I share on the cheat sheet actually the Ultimate Mood Manager. You can actually use all 4 of the mood management oils at once in a roller. I do 5 drops. I've seen people using 10 to 15 of each drops. I think that's way too much. But if you're getting results from 5 drops of each, then go with that. It's going to be more cost effective. You're not throwing away your oils. 5 drops of each in a roll, in a 10 ml roller topped up with coconut oil, and that can be your perfume. Smells absolutely beautiful. You're getting the benefit of all of those oils. You're going to feel calm and grounded and happy when you're wearing them. Yeah, so I think we might leave it there for today unless anyone's got any questions. So the replay is going to be here again. If you're watching the replay, just let me know. I'd love to know who's here and who's watching. If you don't have oils yet, we still have the amazing gift of 50 points promotion. So if you get started with an order over 125 points, doTERRA will give you essentially $50 doTERRA to spend on freebies. So you might start with the Home Essentials kit and grab a couple of the mood oils. Absolutely game changing, and especially leading up to Christmas. This is the time when, you know, stress and busyness and dealing with family and all the Christmas shopping and all the rest of it. So this is the perfect time to be really incorporating these beautiful oils into your life and having a really happy Christmas. So I think I'll leave it there. I'll be back same time next week, 12 o'clock on Wednesday with another class. If you've got any questions, please leave them below or send me a message. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you next week. See ya.